The Power of Words and Why Words Can Manifest Life article, video. This is an article, video that I created for the public. To read the empowering private articles, please act now by becoming a member. All members of esotericknowledge.me have access to my letter templates and private articles, and other important documents that teach them how to achieve spiritual freedom, sovereignty, and prosperity. By Pao Chang, author of esoterickknowledge.me. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things were made through him, and without him nothing was made that was made. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. John chapter 1 verses 1-4 NKJV. To understand how powerful words are, we need to know what the term word means on an esoteric and spiritual level. Before we explore its esoteric and spiritual meaning, it is important that we study its common definitions and investigate other words related to it. The term word is defined by the freedictionary.com as a sound or a combination of sounds, or its representation in writing or printing, that symbolizes and communicates a meaning and may consist of a single morpheme or of a combination of morphemes. According to oxforddictionaries.com, the term word means a single distinct meaningful element of speech or writing, used with others, or sometimes alone, to form a sentence and typically shown with a space on either side when written or printed. When you think about it, words are symbols that transmit information. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. John chapter 1 verse 1 KJV. The Word was in the beginning because the Word was the spiritual seed, also known as the source. The evidence that words are seeds can be found in the Bible verse Luke chapter 8 verse 11 NKJV. Now the parable is this: the seed is the Word of God. A seed, word, is a nucleus of a thing or being, and therefore is the beginning or source of that thing or being. Hence, the biblical saying, in the beginning was the Word. Within the word or spiritual seed is the source of vibration. The word vibration is phonetically vibration. Vibration allows the creation of sacred geometry, one of the foundations of the universe. The word verb in vibration comes from Latin verbum, which means word in English. Verb is defined by dictionary.com as any member of a class of words that function as the main elements of predicates, that typically express action, state, or a relation between two things, and that may be inflected for tense, aspect, voice, mood, and to show agreement with their subject or object. Bold emphasis added. It is important to know that verbs express actions which rely on vibration to act. In other words, the verbal word created vibration. This vibration allows the creation of motion and light. Then God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. Genesis chapter 1 verse 3. Light is also known as photon. In physics, a photon is usually indicated by the symbol gamma, gamma. The uppercase of gamma, gamma, is this Greek symbol gamma. The Greek symbol gamma has a strong connection to the English word grammar. According to etymonline.com, gamma, the third letter of the Greek alphabet, comes from Phoenician gimel, which is the origin of the English letters C and G. Keep in mind that the first letter of the English word grammar is G per gram. Mysteries of the Alphabet by Mark Alon Wackman, page 140. The letter G is also the first letter of the word God. Many esoteric, occult, and religious teachings have said that God is light. Remember, light is also known as photon, and the symbol for photon is gamma, gamma. A term that has a strong connection to the word photon is gamma ray. Dictionary.com defines the term gamma ray as a photon of penetrating electromagnetic radiation, gamma radiation, emitted from an atomic nucleus. Bold emphases added. Remember, the Greek word gamma has a strong connection to the English word grammar. According to dictionary.com, grammar means the study of the way the sentences of a language are constructed, morphology and syntax. In simple terms, it is the study of how words are put together in order to make sentences to express thought. Grammar is the art of inventing symbols and combining them to express thought, logic is the art of thinking, and rhetoric is the art of communicating thought from one mind to another, the adaptation of language to circumstance. Source: https://en.wikipedia.org/wiki/trivium. One of the origins of the word grammar is the Old French word grammaire. As described on etymonline.com, late 14th, Latin grammar, rules of Latin, from Old French grammar, learning, especially Latin and philology, also, magic, incantation, spells, mumbo-jumbo, 12c, modern French grammaire, an irregular semi-popular adoption, OED, of Latin grammatica, grammar, philology. Perhaps via an unrecorded medieval Latin form *grammaria. The classical Latin word is from Greek grammatica, techna, art of letters, referring both to philology and to literature in the broadest sense, fem, of grammaticos, ag. Pertaining to or versed in letters or learning, from gramma, letter, see gram. An Old English gloss of it was stavecraft, see staff, n. Bold emphasis added. The Old French word grammaire has a strong connection to the English word grimoire. Dictionary.com defines grimoire using these exact words, a manual of magic or witchcraft used by witches and sorcerers. Bold emphasis added. To understand what words are on a deeper level, we need to investigate the Greek word logos. Many people pronounce it as logos, however, many linguists pronounce it as logos. According to newworldencyclopedia.org, logos is often translated into English as word, but can also mean thought, speech, meaning, reason, proportions, principle, standard, or logic, among other things. In religious contexts, it can indicate the divine word, wisdom, or truth. Britannica.com defines logos as the divine reason implicit in the cosmos, ordering it and giving it form and meaning. Bold emphasis added. Did you notice that the first syllable of logos, which is law, sounds like law? The laws of nature are the natural laws that give order to the universe. Hence, the word logos, logos. The word logos is defined by yourdictionary.com as the source that controls the universe, the written word or inspiration of God, or a logic and rational argument. Emphasis added. To understand the terms word and logos on a spiritual level, we need to turn our attention back to the book of John. In the Bible verse John chapter 1 verse 1 NKJV, it says, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God." According to many biblical scholars, the book of John was originally written in Greek. Remember, the term word means logos in Greek, and logos means the source that controls the universe, the written word or inspiration of God, or a logic and rational argument. In other words, in the beginning was the source. The source of what? The source of the codes of reality. These codes, made up of letters and numbers, were written by God, and He wrote them into the fabric of space. Some of these letters can be found in DNA. Today, scientists often refer to them as genetic letters. The letters and numbers of God have the power to create words, codes, and formulas, which can be used to express the laws of nature. These divine laws give order to the universe, making it possible for life to exist. This is why words have the power to manifest worlds and life. An important fact about words is that they are symbols. Because words are symbols, and grammar is a magic art of inventing symbols to express thought, when you use the art of grammar to write words, you are playing with sigils and magic. According to Merriam-Webster.com, the word sigil means a sign, word, or device held to have occult power in astrology or magic. Bold emphasis added. In other words, writing words is an art of magic. This is why words can be used to cast magic spells. Keep in mind that the forming of words from letters is called spelling. Near the beginning of this video, I said that words are seeds. Because they are seeds, when they are deeply planted in the mind, they can grow and produce ideas. With enough energetic nourishment or programming, these ideas can manifest into reality. Depending on what the ideas are based on, they can heal or harm the mind and body. An important fact about words is that they are codes. This is why a man who only speaks English cannot understand a man who only speaks Chinese. All languages of mankind operate similar to computer languages. Computers can only read languages that they have been programmed to process. The human brain operates like a computer, therefore can only interpret languages that it has been programmed to process. Because words have the magic power to program the mind, they are heavily used by corporations, the religious system, the legal system, and the education system to hypnotize your mind and control you. In fact, the legal system is one of the biggest practitioners of word magic, which is the art of communication using sacred sounds and symbols to direct and control energy to produce certain desired effects. Look at the term words carefully and pay attention to its letters. Did you notice that the term words is an anagram for the term sword? Move the letter S in the term words to the left of the letter W and it transforms into the term sword. Words are like swords because they can be used to energetically cut you. In many ways, words are more powerful than swords because they can cut you at the deepest level of your soul and spirit. For the word of God is living and powerful, and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the division of soul and spirit, and of joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. Hebrews chapter 4 verse 12 NKJV. Because words are powerful, please use words wisely. Matthew chapter 12 verses 35 to 37. To learn more about the power of words, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, read my Amazon bestseller book Word Magic, The Powers and Occult Definitions of Words. Furthermore, become a member of esotericknowledge.me so you can access the private articles. All members of esoterickknowledge.me have access to my letter templates and private articles, and other important documents, that teach members how to achieve spiritual freedom and sovereignty.